Hi guys, Rob here from Bill Bens HydroWorld here in Chippenham. We're hosting the Bristol Fish Project, as you probably know, and I just want to show you the new setup that we've got. We've just rehoused the fish in this tent, which is a bloom box. It's 2 by 4 meters by 1.2. We originally had this IBC that the fish were in a 1.2 by 1.2 meter tent, which fitted exactly. And it was just quite nice, but we realised that with the amount of fish we've got, the nitrogen levels are probably going to get a bit higher, and we needed more beds with plants in to be able to take the nitrogen out of the water and to be able to recycle it back to the fish and not cause them any harm. I've measured the nitrogen today, and it's on 0.25, I believe, and which isn't very high. So what we've got here is an IBC. It's about 750 litres of water in there, and it's pumped up via this black tube and coming out here onto the flow controller. Can you see this here? This is the flow controller. You can adjust the level of the water coming out. You're seeing the oscillation of the light at the moment from the light we've got up here, and that creates this sort of pulsating view. Hopefully it won't affect your vision too much. So yeah, the flow control tap's a really important part of the kit, because if you have too much water going in and not more than you've got coming out, then the bell siphon won't work. So it's really handy to have that to be able to adjust the water. We're running at what, 22 degrees at the moment, 22.7 degrees in the water. I put some fresh water in there today, so that's probably cooled it down. We're on about 24 normally. So what we've set up is an NFT system, and as you can see, it's set in these channels. An NFT stands for nutrient film technique, where there's a film of water running along the bottom of these channels, and the plants are just sitting in that water, and they're taking up nutrient as they need it, and the rest of the roots are in the air. Now it's quite good to have roots sticking out of your net pots when you put them in, because if you don't have it rooted up properly, they won't be able to take the nutrients up. But these guys are doing all right. What we've planted in here was some lettuce, some cabbage, some cauliflower, some peas, some little gems, and some pak choy. Now, we've got a pump in there, a 450 watt Halia pump in the tank, and I've got it coming out of here. You can see I've got a flow control tap on there as well, which is really important. And I did try and put a filter in there, what you can see there, but the filter got clogged up really quickly and stopped these drip feeders from delivering nutrients to the plants. And we've also had a bit of leak getting it. You can see that I've tried to seal it with marine silicone, but it still didn't stop all the drips. So I've got this little trough just catching all the drips, and it's feeding itself down into one of the holes of the NFT channel, so we don't get loads of water on the floor. We've had a bit of that already. Yeah, so what happens, the water runs down the NFT and comes out into this bed here. This is a dual flow bed. We could have put drippers on this, or we set it up as a flood and drain using a bell siphon. Now I've got a bell siphon in the shop that I've used. You can see this bit here. Where is it? Let me show you. Just bear with me a minute. Take you around the shop, give you a quick show. All the nutrients we've got. Root it, propagation stuff. So this is what I wanted to show you. Express drain. And basically it's the outer shield of the 1-inch pipe that comes into the tank, and I don't know if you can see those holes in the bottom. That determines the lower height of the water. The top of your pipe, your 1-inch pipe, which is in here, which you might just be able to see in there, that's the top height of your water. Now the real problem with this, I put it in, it started working, but it soon messed up because those little holes at the bottom started getting blocked by these clay balls. So I put a media guard around it I drilled loads of holes in it, and that seemed to have stopped the problem. The other problem I had was getting the right pump. You can see I've got a pump in here. That's a 450 watt pump. And I was having right problems with other pumps trying to raise the level up to the fish tank. It just wouldn't do it. Oh, that's the other thing I should mention. I was going to just have this as an overflow dripping into these feeds, but I didn't quite have the space from the overflow to the height of the NFT, and the gravity wasn't working right, so I had to do it with pumps in the end. You want to, if you can, try and just use one pump, but I've ended up using 3 because I had to pump the water back from this tank here all the way along this pipe, along the end and up over there into the fish tank. They're both 650 watts. And what I'm finding though, because the water coming through the NFT and the height that the pump had to pump it created less flow basically, and I've got more flow coming out of here using this pump than I wanted. So what I've done was put some holes in the side, as you can see there, to get less water going up back into the fish tank and some water going back into this flood and drain tank, so the pump didn't run dry. And it seems to be working now. So we should have some nice veg soon. Yeah, that's about it really. You can see what we've done, and if anybody wants to come and see us down at Bill and Bens here in Chippenham, you're most welcome to. Just give me a ring, 0790 8080 803. Make sure I'm here to tell you all about it.